your reality. So if these things inform us and we think this way, then we will act a certain way. And what is the fruit of these teachings that they're teaching us? So that's what I want to discuss, and that's why I want this out in the open. So thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you, and I love you very much. But let me say hello to your names, to you individually, and not to say hello to your names, to you individually. Sandra, how are you? Hello, Ngozi, Uju, Anna, how are you? Hello, Bemi. Hello, Precious, Benga. Hello, Mrs. O, how are you? Mrs. Olojo, thank you very much for joining. Solomon, how are you? Auntie Sandra, hello. Antina Sandra, hello. Thank you very much for joining. Hello, Dr. Anu, welcome. Thank you very much, guys. Enoma, how are you? Hello, Tad Daniel, how are you? Thank you very much. Tuli, how are you? Welcome. Hello, Innocent. Isuwa, thank you. Hello, Kende. Hello, Victor. Innocent Cuckoo, how are you? Thank you very much for joining. Akimbo Boye, thank you. I appreciate you all. May, how are you? Thank you, thank you. Idorini, hello, thank you. Hello, Adeshola, it's been a while, welcome. Hello, Olukunle, Omonike, thank you, Sharon, Henry, Mary, wow, lots of you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining. In Barrier, hello. So guys, welcome. So that's my title. I would repeat for those who have just joined us. Hello, Snuff. Yesterday we did a program. We all did it together, right? We did a program on what's her name again? Funke, Reverend. Her title is Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo. And it was something that she wrote on her post regarding somebody that is trying to defraud other people using a name. You know, that's very common in Africa. You know, generally, you know, just 419 activities using a famous person's name to ask for money. And she discovered that, and she started pouring curses on that person as a woman with quote. Can you see my quotes? Of God, the curses and all the hate. I was like, okay, you know, what's the difference between an ableist or somebody that, you know, doesn't even worship God, doesn't even know God, to this lady? You know, she's not really expressing anything of Christ-like. And my main concern was not even her attitude, because, you know, I'm nobody to judge anybody, you understand? But my concern is that the effect on the people that are actually commenting what they are saying. Everybody that commented was just like, oh, amen to all her curses, that this and that is. It was just a shame. I was very heartbroken yesterday when I saw that, and then that actually prompted me to go further into looking into her. And actually somebody today, I think overnight, the person sent me the video of one of her video and what she was saying, and I want us to look at this and look at these videos. So that video is a 1-minute video, and then after that video prompted me to look at other video. You know, on YouTube, when you put one video in, another video will come up on that person. And then I started watching a few videos. I didn't have too much time today, but I watched a couple of videos, and I was just like, what is this? You know, we need to discuss this, and we need to discuss it openly. Again, I'm going to say Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo. I don't know her personally. I'm not judging her person. I am judging the content, what she is saying, and the impact on the wilder people, not on her. If she wants to do certain things with their life and say certain things, she can. But we need to know the truth, and we need to do the right things as well as individual. And this is why we're here, guys. So welcome, share. People on YouTube, I welcome you too. I appreciate you for joining. Let me see if I can say hello to a few people on YouTube. If that is possible, it would be great if I can do that now. Let's see. Because for the past few days, I haven't been able to see people's... I don't know why, but I just haven't been able to see your comments on YouTube. So let me see if I can now. Thank you, Solomon. Hello, DJ Dickney. Hello, Festus. How are you? Rosemary, thank you very much for joining. Yes. So let's see if I can see anything, any name. Okay, yes, I can see a few here. So I have here Favor. Hello, thank you very much for joining. Hi, Victor. Hello. Who else do I have? Iyai Beji. Of course, Iyai Beji is always on YouTube. Thank you very much, Iyai Beji. Thank you. That's the mother of twins in Yoruba. So welcome all. I appreciate you. So today, again, is about Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo, and I just want us to look at what she's saying and the truth and half truth of this. Okay, and I put in there, guys, I know you've seen it already, so let's just talk about it once and for all. So what I've said is that Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo, Delusion, that's the title of today, Delusion of Grandeur. You know, delusion of grandeur is like a false impression of one's own importance, you know. And you know, the reason I put that in there is because there's some, okay, let me just tell you a few reasons. All right, I can't tell you all the reasons. You have to deduce your own reason out of it, because I don't also want to put things in your head that you can judge yourself. You can judge it. I'm just going to highlight, like, kind of what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze certain things, and you can tell me if I'm off the mark or I'm not off the mark, what you think, what you don't think. I'm also here to learn from you, so feel free to share your opinion as well. I wouldn't bite. Okay, I'll try not to bite. All right, so a few reasons is that, number one, you know, I'm not sure where she stands. Okay. She's a woman that talks to other women a lot. She's a public speaker. She's a preacher. But I am not sure. You know, when I was listening to her, I got the feeling like I'm talking to a bad girlfriend about advice on relationship. Like a girlfriend that has a grudge on men, you know. And then on the one hand, this is another video. And then on the one hand, I felt like I'm talking to somebody that thinks that she like, they don't understand women at all, you know, or don't really get it. I don't even know. Okay, guys, I think the best thing is that I play the video and then we have this conversation. You can also call me, but you would have to speak up when you call, because I don't have the speaker with me, and the device that I would use is not going to be very loud, so I'm not sure how the call is going to go. But in any case, if you have to, you can call and then we see how that goes. So let me put on the video. Let's watch the video. It's only 1 minute. The first video is 1 minute. And then after we've watched this video, and thank you again, I want to thank the person that sent it to me and said I should have a look at this and let's talk about it. So I appreciate you for doing that. I think it's good when you care about other people and you want people to know the truth. Is really important. That's what we are here for. We're here to look after each other, not just to look after ourselves alone. Okay, so let's listen to some of this words of this lady. But again, please, this lady is not our problem. The problem is actually what she's saying. Okay, don't look at anybody don't look at anybody who is delivering things. Think about what the effect of what they're saying is. Because if you look at people, you can't hate people. We are not supposed to. We are supposed to love people. But the content of what they're saying, which is subject to change, you know, because we're human beings, that's what you should look at, and look for the truth and the non-truth, and what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep, what you don't want to follow. So again, I'm saying Reverend Funke Felix, well done, you're a beautiful lady. So I'm just going to say this. Adewale, you can call True Move Agents Matic, but let's look at this video before you call. Okay, should we do that? Okay. It's only 1 minute.
Here, you are married, for instance, and all you do is have sex and give birth to children and cook good meals. I pity you, because full-time housewife is full-time suffering PLC. So you better do something with your life. If the totality of your financial life is dependent on your husband, you are a colossal disgrace. No man wants a liability around him. Every man wants an asset. You should be your husband's think tank. Your husband calls you and says, give me a check, 1 million, I'll give it back to you in 3 days. Say, you want to kill me? Where will I get it? You are a failure. Fingers are not equal. Must your own be the shortest? Must your own be the shortest? Do something with your life. Don't be blind.
Watch it again.
Every woman here, you are married for instance, and all you do is have sex and give birth to children and cook good meals. I pity you because full-time housewife is full-time suffering PLC. So you better do something with your life. If the totality of your financial life is dependent on your husband, you are a colossal disgrace. No man wants a liability around him. Every man wants an asset. You should be your husband's think tank. Your husband calls you and says, give me a check, 1 million. I'll give it back to you in 3 days. Say, you want to kill me? Where will I get it? You are a failure. Fingers are not equal. Must your own be the shortest? Must your own be the shortest? Do something with your life. Don't be. Do something with your life. Don't be blind.
Okay, guys. So this is the 1 minute video, and I know yesterday when I was talking about her, a lot of people were saying yes, they know she said this, she said that, and somebody actually, I didn't look for this video, somebody sent me this video. The full length video of this is in audio alone, it's not a video. So the one I searched for after this 1 minute that was sent to me is a full length, but it's audio. So you see her image in dressing as she is, but you can only hear her voice. You cannot see her moving. But I think anyway, it is the voice that matters. But I have a real issue with this. I have a big concern. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what your take is on this. I'm really interested to know. So first, I'm going to look at what people are saying on YouTube. And you know why I go on YouTube? Because YouTube has less people and I can quickly have a read at what they're saying. So please let me know your thoughts on this 1 minute video and what she said. I will share my own thoughts. You know I don't hide anything like this from you, but I will share my own thoughts. But before I do, I think your thoughts is just as important as mine. So let me hear it, what you're hearing from here, or what you're understanding from this. And also, in particularly, I also want to know what impact this would have on male-female relationship, on young people as well. Let's see what you think. Okay, so I'm going to go on YouTube very quickly. Mayawa is really snowing. Hope your side is, yeah, it's very it's a lot of snow here. Yes, it is snowing as well. Oh my God, Iyabeji is not having it at all. Iyabeji is saying this woman is a colossal F word. Such arrogance. Does she know the importance of staying home, a mom? Very foul-mouthed. So she's pissed off with her. I'm pissed off at some point as well. I was pissed off. So I do understand where Yabeji is coming from. So well done for writing your comment, your thoughts. It is yours. How do you react to someone who falls in love at first sight? That's Tender is asking that question to someone who falls in love at first sight. Okay. I think that's not a topic for today, but it is a question that needs to be answered. At some point, it will be answered. So, guys, so what do you take? What do you think on Facebook? I'm going to read your comment now. Okay, let me quickly go to your comments, and then we will. I will share mine. I'll probably play it again. Ooh, Ronke says, don't tell me half-truth. Half-truth equals false. Yes, very good point. Doreen says, most of them have delusion of grandeur. I keep saying this. Funmi certainly has it too. I think you meant Funke. Yes, Funke also has it too. Yes, that's the best way I can actually describe her, because if I try to use the other words, I'm very sensitive to women already feeling, women are quite emotional, and I don't want to break her. I don't want to hurt her. I want to actually elevate her. Equally, I want to elevate men as well. But with women, I'm quite careful, because I I don't want to say anything. So this is the best way I could have described. But thank you very much. Adewale is asking how we can call. I already said you can call Move Agents Magic. It won't be loud, so you have to speak up really loud. Because I don't have the speaker, as I said earlier. The teachings or the practice is our main focus, not the person. Good, that's true. Absolutely, Nayo. That's exactly what I meant to say. I don't know if I said it exactly that way, but yes, that's the important thing and the impact on everybody. Thank you. From 1 minute video, and you want people to deduce delusionality from it. Of course, you can speak to somebody for a second and you would deduce that. So, you can deduce a lot of things from that. And necessarily, it doesn't have to be what I deduce. Okay, you have your own thoughts and your own opinion as well. I don't necessarily want you to deduce delusionality. I want you to deduce what you see, okay, not what I see. I wrote that as a title. It doesn't even necessarily mean only what I see, but it is the way that I can actually sum up everything. All right, so feel free, Adeyemi, to deduce what you want to deduce. Thank you, Ufoma. Thank you. Ufoma was like, now wow. Miriam was like, now wow. Valerie was like, wow. Mildred as well, wow, this is too much. Lord have mercy. SB said this is too much. Precious says, Lord have mercy. Star said, sad. We have Adeshola said this is really awful. Yes, it is awful. Star has already sad news. Ronke says, if you don't have much, you can't throw away the children. If you don't have much, you can throw away the children. Okay, you can throw away the children. Okay. Georgia says, now wow, what's the issue? Ruth is asking. Al is saying, Irene says, I have seen this video before and it's disgusting. That's what I was saying. Mary saying, speaking rubbish. Evangelist saying, so what is wrong with this teaching? Okay, Evangelist, I think that you should be able to know what's wrong with it, but we will tell you what we think it is wrong, okay? We stand to be corrected, so feel free. And then we have Ruth says, yeah, I want to know what's wrong. Ruth also wants to know. So Evangelist wants to know and Ruth wants to know. You're a failure, question mark. I think that's one of the things that you need to take as that is wrong. For a woman or anybody, even a man, to stand up and say, if your man, your husband, asks you for 1 million to borrow 1 million from you, and you are not able to, and say, hey, you're not able to, that you're a failure. If you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a mother and you stay at home and you just service your husband, or you pleasure your husband, excuse my French, and you do all the other things, you're a failure as a woman. I have two sides to this thing, so I'm going to share it with you. I'm not a married woman yet, but I don't, it doesn't matter if I'm married or not. That doesn't mean anything. So I'm only mentioning this because when I mention things in the future where I'm standing with single people and I'm saying things about marriage that you don't like, I don't want you to say because I'm not married, that's why I'm saying that. Okay? So this is the reason why I'm saying that. But I might not even care at that point, but I'm just, I just thought I should say it. Then Mary says, speaking rubbish. So what? Okay, I've read all those things. Okay. Lady C says, good afternoon. Thank you. Ufoma says, lots of women all over the world should not be called a failure because they choose to be a mother. Is she real? Is she for real? Ufoma, thank you so much. I think Ufoma just put it in a nutshell. So there you go, guys. I just want to say, right, Ufoma, for those people that are saying what's wrong with this video, 1 minute video, how can you as a mother yourself say that any woman that chooses to do certain things is a failure? But I see a lot of contradiction with her because I watched another video which I will share with you, and there was just contradiction everywhere. So I don't really know where she stands, and that's why I actually also would tag her as a half-truth preacher or a half-truth speaker. If she's not a preacher, she's a half-truth speaker, and that is worse, and that's the danger. It's a danger that we face in our society now. It's a danger that we face in Nigeria. It's all the half-truth that is killing us. You say one side, you don't really say the other side, and you're neither there or there. You're everywhere. Even in the Bible, it says that if you're not cold, if you're not cold, or you're not warm, or you're not hot, you're lukewarm. I don't think Jesus likes that either. So where does she stand? I don't know. At some point when I was watching her, I said earlier that I thought that I was talking to bitter or upset, somebody that had a really bad relationship, girlfriend, and it's just so, like, you know, the advice she was giving to me as a woman was like, okay, why are you so like this? You know, we don't need to be like this. You know, it's not that deep. So let me go on. So Blessing says, I have seen this video. This woman, she is a disgrace. That's Blessing. They're saying that Naya says, people just want to hear entertainment and amuse themselves. You can see the proof. All the hailing and screaming. Yes, all the hailing and screaming. But you can also see they showed some couples there. And those couples also, I think they were a bit disturbed, you know, because you don't know, people's circumstances are different. And to say that blanketly that somebody is a failure, and it's not, you know, for me, saying that somebody is a failure, I use F words in the FU word, yeah, and I use it. And I know some people cringe when I say that. But, you know, I actually felt it when I was listening to this. The way she said failure and how she made it failure, I cringed. I actually felt like when she used those words, she was actually knocking some people down. Like there's some women now that they are falling. And you know how it is in Africa. So the reason this bothered me as well was because being an African woman, knowing how it is in Africa that women are like, you know, second-class citizen in most homes, you know, and marriage is like the epitome of everything for everybody, right? And their goal is to get married and have children, especially for a lot of women. They haven't taught them to have a different goal. And now they are achieving those goals. They got married and now they've arrived at something, the marriage, they're in the marriage, and then you're using something else to put them down. And also, you know, in Nigeria, women do most things. Men controls, and women just, you know, they just they do all their service things to make things work for the house, for the household, for the husband. You know, these people, they are putting all their energy and resources. They might not be able to earn like that, and you're putting them down. I'm a woman that I like to pay my way. I like to do my own things. You know, I want to earn my own money. I try to earn my own money. You know, I'm a professional. I understand the value of education. I understand the value of improving myself, self-development. I am not saying that those things are wrong, but this is not, it almost seems like an inhumane way to tell a woman that, you know, you should improve yourself. Don't be lazy, or, you know, no, not even lazy. Don't just depend on being a mother and a wife as that's what your purpose is. Dr. Sunday talks about this all the time, and Dr. Sunday don't, you know, put people down, though I'm not comparing them at all. You know, they're far apart, but this is just mean. You know, this is mean-spirited. That's what I see, you know. And I also heard a history that she came from humble beginnings as well. So for those people that comes from humble beginnings, and it's all just so messy. There's so much that I can say about this video, but I want to read your comment first, because it's important to me to also know that I myself, I am not delusional. Okay. Monica says that's how she disrespect women. Very arrogant lady. I think I read that. Julie said crazy. James says, my God. Chinyere says, I felt so bad after watching this. She overstepped and she let her mouth so loose here. Yes, she did. I agree so much. I can imagine how any married woman that cannot give their husband $1 million, how she's going to feel, especially maybe you're newlywed, or even if you've been wed for a while, you have children, you're not earning, your husband is the breadwinner, which, you know, I think that you should also have your own resources as a woman, but I'm not going to put any woman down and say she's a failure because of this. And I'm really concerned about young women and all the people that are following these teachings. They also, how are they feeling? What is the effect? Everything that we do to each other, they have a trickle effect. It's like a domino. When you toss one part of the domino and it falls, everything else falls. Even things that are unrelated. So if you tell a woman that she's a failure, how would she feel? You know, how would she feel about herself? Would she this could even cause depression for some people. You can tell her how to develop and be better, but you say she's a failure. What did she gain from doing that? What is the gain? What's the essence of that? I don't get it. So, well, let me read some of your comments, the rest of your comment. Somebody said, okay, Isiwa says, the first time I watch her, I just have off I just went off my phone because she doesn't have God in her. Yes, I think you can kind of see that. I think she has God in her, but she's not Christ-like. You know, I think we all have God in us. Either we even accept God or not, there's God in us. But she's not Christ-like, and it's very mean-spirited behavior. Vera says, wow, Nike, now wow, she speaks with so much hate that she misses the point. Exactly, Al. This is what I noticed in the other video that I haven't even showed you yet. But I think you are very, very good in perceiving things. You see that she speaks with so much hate. I don't know where that came from. Idara is actually in tears. I'm so sorry, Idara. I don't mean to make you cry. Those women must have gone home feeling more as failure than they came. Bingo! That's another thing. Imagine, and this is what churches does as well. You know, you go to a conference, a women conference, or you go to an event to improve yourself, to develop yourself, to learn more, to know more, and you come back feeling deflated like a loser, like somebody that don't even know anything, that you made all the wrong choices and you've done all the wrong things. And that's what makes it even worse. So those people walked there, those ladies would have walked there, okay, I'm going to listen to this woman, I respect her, she's a woman of honor and this, and what she thought should give them is that I am not a pampering person. I don't pamper people and say, well done, you're good or whatever. No, you know, but you cannot throw a blanket thing like that, like a blanket net to just make everybody feel so miserable. You know, if somebody did something directly that is wrong, or somebody did something that will cause failure, you would say, this may cause you failure for you doing this. It may do this. This has no good end. But, you know, people came there to, I don't know. Anyway, let me read the rest of your comments. Let Mayowa paste the whole link here for us to deduce. Here's the complete message. It is bad to be your husband think tank. Do you want to be a liability? Yes, so she also said that you're supposed to be your husband's think tank, and you shouldn't be a liability. You know, I have a lot to say about this 1 minute video. It's unbelievable. I'm not just my husband's think tank. He's also his own think tank. He can think for himself, and I can think for myself as well. Yes, I will contribute and I will add something to it, but I'm not the think tank. I am with a very intelligent husband. If I should imagine, I would not choose a husband that you should only be the think tank, or you know, you should be the think tank. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. He has his own mind, he has his own sound mind, and I also have my own sound mind. But I get that part, that you should also be somebody that contributes to the development, the thinking, the business, the ideologies, everything. Just don't be a woman there. But it's just the delivery is absolutely not good, and the choice of words is really demeaning. It's demeaning to other women. It's demeaning to women. And I have a big problem with what she said in the beginning, and when how men also are going to treat women, because a lot of men already look down on women in Africa, and they think that they can use their money or their resources to hold women down or to talk down on women. And you doing this as well, it's like you're giving them ammunition. You know, I remember I was in England when there was news about Linda Ikeji buying a property for 500 million naira. And do you know, I have girlfriends that they were on the phone crying, and they had issues with their husband, and their husband was saying, isn't that, you know, their husband is a numpty, you know, they are numpties, but saying that, oh, there's Linda Ikeji, she's buying, she's a woman like you, does she have two heads, you know, those kind of things. And now you're hearing this same thing from a supposedly woman of God, say something similar. Is terrible for women. Women are taking bullets from all sides of the corner. From the women, they're taking bullets. From the men, they're taking bullets. It's just a sorry state of affair. It's just not right. So let me just go on. Then we have here, thank you. Totally wrong message from the pit of hell. That's triple that is saying, is this a born again woman of God? Yeah, apparently. Valerina says the delivery of a message is totally wrong. There's better way to encourage and empower housewives. Absolutely, I agree with that totally. Julie says, so is she speaking to rich women only in that audience who can just give $1 million US or even naira to their husband, and why would that be a disgrace if one cannot? You know, that's another thing. You know, Dr. Sunday is always talking to us about a man covering, covering the woman. You know, women can also cover if you want to be. You need to be a protector. We need to protect each other. Why am I a disgrace because I cannot give you 1 million? But if I cannot give you 1 million, but I can give you peace of mind, right? I can look after your children. I can help you to see certain things. I can give you the space to do your work and achieve the goals. I have connections that I can connect you to as well. I am still a failure. You know, are you sure, Reverend Funke Felix Adejumo, are you sure that is a statement that you should make? And there are other women that look up to you. And, and I know, while I was actually watching her videos, her daughter-in-law video came up as well. And I was watching her daughter-in-law video. I actually felt sorry for that lady, the young lady that is a daughter-in-law. I wonder how she's feeling. I wonder what she's feeling about herself and things like that. Can she give her husband 1 million? The daughter-in-law, will she be able to give her daughter, her son 1 million if she asked? I'm not so sure. So there's a lot of danger in this, and I'm really enjoying reading your comments. So she's speaking. Okay, I've read that. Where is that message delivered? I will check from YouTube where it's delivered. I think it was delivered in Nigeria. Where is the message? Yes, it was. She sounded annoying. Yes. Apart from borrowed, I agree with her on this. Apart from borrowed. Okay, Enoma, I know why you agreed. If your husband is successful and you are successful and both of you have the money, that's okay. She didn't say that. She didn't say that if you have the money, right? I agree with that statement if she has a if statement in it. If you have the money, you have your own business, you've already developed yourself very well as you should, and your husband asks you for 1 million, you shouldn't have any problem in giving your husband. That's actually good. How can my husband ask me for 1 million and I can't give my husband? That's actually good. But she didn't say that. She said that your husband asks you for 1 million. You just think you want to sleep with your husband. If you're a housewife and you sleep with your husband and you have babies, you're a failure. I mean, it's too blankets. She's too much. It's too much. And then we have Chinyere says, I don't know why I have been very comfortable with watching and listening to her teachings. Chinyere, I don't know either, because I actually watched the teaching and I was cringing in most of what she's saying. I don't really know even where she stands. The only analogy that I can give you of my understanding of this lady is that I was speaking to a very bad girlfriend that is pissed off, and when I talked to her about men, she just like, well, this is how you should be. You shouldn't be like this. Blah. When I was a teenager, if I talk about boys or something, she doesn't sound like a grown woman that is talking and is talking out of experience, understanding, knowledge. It wasn't that. I wasn't getting that. Okay, so that's my thing. But let me actually play this again. I think some people would like to listen, so I just want them to listen again. As I can see, I think that some people would like to listen again to this. So let me quickly go to it again. It's a 1 minute videos, guys, so it's not too much. We won't spend too long on this. Sorry, you're seeing just my mouth and my nose.
Every woman here, you are married, for instance, and all you do is have sex and give birth to children and cook good meals. I pity you, because full-time housewife is full-time suffering PLC. So you better do something with your life. If the totality of your financial life is dependent on your husband, you are a colossal disgrace. No man wants a liability around him. Every man wants an asset. You should be your husband's think tank. Your husband calls you and says, give me a check, 1 million, I'll give it back to you in 3 days. Say, you want to kill me? Where will I get it? You are a failure. Fingers are not equal. Must your own be the shortest? Don't be the shortest. Do something with your life. Don't be blind. Every woman here, you are married, for instance, and all you do is have sex and give birth to children and cook good meals. I pity you, because full-time housewife is full-time suffering PLC. So you better do something with your life. If the totality of your financial life is dependent on your husband, you are a colossal disgrace. No man wants a liability around him. Every man wants an asset. You should be your husband.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mayowa.
Hello.
Sarah.
Hello, Saro. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hello.
I just heard this video you are playing.
Okay.
About this lady, that statement she made about any woman that is a full housewife.
Yes.
Is a total failure.
Yes.
It's a colossal failure.
Yes, even worse.
That is disgusting.
It is.
That is disgusting. I mean, this teaching can cause serious breakdown in marriages.
Yeah.
This teaching can give men the idea that a woman is married because she's an asset. That is crazy. I mean, this is borderline. Yeah, this is borderline selfish teaching. I mean, the selfishness
narcissist
in the church is huge enough. So, but to come and bring it into the marriage structure is another level of destruction. I mean, look at the men sitting down here.
Yeah, I even heard the man say, "Lie."
She's telling the men that are not married here that you don't marry a woman if you know you cannot get anything from her. This is another level of selfish.
Wow.
This is disgusting.
Wow. I didn't even think of it.
Anybody that can sit. Yeah. This is a demonic teaching. I mean, anybody that can sit down under this teaching, being the person a woman or a man, and feel comfortable, it just shows that you don't understand what the Spirit of Christ is all about. What did the Bible say about a man and a woman? Ephesians chapter 5, Colossians chapter 3, chapter 5 from verse 16 down, Colossians chapter 3 from verse 18 down. If you read it, he said, husband, love your wife, even as Christ loved the church, that he gave himself for the church, so that he can present the church spotless by the washing of the water by the word. That means the Bible is saying that it is the responsibility of the man to put your life on the line for the woman that you married. I mean, raising children is enough work. I mean, no man can raise children like a woman will do it.
No, not at all.
The job of raising children is more than any other job you can do outside. I tell people at my workplace, I'm blessed to be able to come to this place to work because I know what my wife is facing at home. So for her to make a statement that if you just produce children, I mean, that is very raw, the way she's saying it. That is very, very vulgar. Nobody that has the Spirit of Christ can speak like this. That means you see marriage as a business that you have to gain something from now in terms of finance. That means if your wife cannot bring something to the table, then the wife is useless. So where is the word that says that the husband and the man, they are one? If the man has it, it's the wife that has it. If the wife has it, it's the husband that has it. So she just completely neglected that ideology.
Wow.
When the Bible said that two becomes one. So people need to understand to reason things out of the scripture. If you hear words like this and you cannot relate it with the scripture, that means you have no idea what you are doing as a Christian. We have to understand that this type of statement is very dangerous.
I agree.
It's giving the men a very wrong mindset about the purpose of having a wife. So you think you have to have a wife only because she can become a source of income or what?
Yeah, I see.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I just wanted to quickly put that here.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is very wrong statement. Thank you.
I appreciate your call. Thanks. Wow. Thank you so much, Osaro. You know, Osaro actually made very good points that means men that are sitting there listening, they will see women as an asset to get something from. So you will get a woman that would be able to help you, to able to give you money when you need money, like your piggy bank, somebody that you come to give you money. I'm interested to read this comment actually. I wonder why someone will not, let's see, I wonder why someone will not see wickedness in this message. It's so sad if that is what a public speaker is dishing out to a woman. Thank you so much, ma. I appreciate that. Mrs. Olojo is saying that. It's absolutely true. And you know, I was so bothered about it. I mean, when the person sent it to me, I was thinking, okay, 1 minute, let me see. I was so bothered about it, and I listened to other videos of hers, and it really, really breaks my heart. There are lots of young women following her, and there are also young men also following her, and she's saying this. I also did a little bit of research on her background. She comes from very humble beginnings. And then there was another video where I saw that she was saying that her and her husband, they were struggling, they didn't have the right car, they didn't have certain things. But if you're saying this, at that time, if somebody said to you about you and your husband, how would you have felt? You know, now you are able to make it. I don't know who has more, maybe her or her husband, but it doesn't even matter. But for her to say something like this, my heart just breaks. And if you have young couples or even older couples or any married people that are listening to this and they are chewing on this, and you know this is going to cause a lot of strain in their relationship, sometimes even relationship. When you marry somebody, the person might not even be able to manage money. If you go and give them money anyhow, you can love them, but that doesn't mean you should give your money to them. If you give your money to them, they're just going to chop your money and waste your money. So if you have a husband like that, and there's a lot of caveats around it. If you have a husband like that as a woman, are you going to go ahead and give him the money because it's your husband? You know, there's a lot of things around in this that she's not addressing, and I just think that that's so wrong. If people are listening to her and they're going to follow her ways or follow her as a teacher, it's just not good, man. And I think, you should reconsider updating this video, because this video is on YouTube, it's everywhere. Updating this video and saying that you said this at some point, but this is what you're saying, and this is, clarify it. A lot of women are already having a lot of challenges in Africa. They're doing a good job raising the next generation. They're doing a good job trying to keep the household together. They don't need you to continue to lash them the fact that they don't have this money, or that's why they're there, to be able to give the man money. And if they're not, they're a failure. Any woman that is listening to this that have ever felt that she's a failure, you're not a failure at any point. You're not a failure because you're not giving your man her 1 million naira or even 1 naira. You're not a failure because of that. You're not a failure. She's not even talking about her purpose. If she said that, you should be in your purpose, and she relate that to her purpose. Okay, let's see. Incoming calls. I don't know to pick it up. Oh no. I'm getting calls coming in. Okay, I'll pick it up from here. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hi, Mayowa, this is Solomon. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, Solomon. How are you?
I'm fine. Yeah, when I saw this video a long time ago, and when I saw it, I was highly, highly disappointed. First of all, taking care of children, cleaning, cooking, right, is a lot of work. Right? It's unfortunate that sometimes women are the one even making other women look bad.
Yes.
You know what? If I am rich, honestly speaking, I wouldn't want my wife to even work. Okay? I listened to Louis Farrakhan, and he says something, right? You know that in a good home, where there is money, just because of economical pressure, that's why most women are really struggling, But by right, I would have left my wife to just stay at home. All right? Maybe during the day, you can go and go to the salon, beautify herself, prepare for the husband. Then when the husband comes home, he knows he's going home to a place of comfort. That's just my own opinion. Now she's saying $1 million. First of all, how many people make $1 million in Nigeria?
And if she's a housewife looking after the children, how can she then also have $1 million naira? She has to be realistic.
Exactly. How can you come out with $1 million naira? First of all, if you're in a relationship, right? a man shouldn't be asking a wife for $1 million or for money, because in a partnership, because they are partners, you know, she knows what the husband is going through. She knows everything that is going, you know. If the woman has money, oh, honey, I have this money. You can use it for yourself, not the man asking. You know. So people who don't make that kind of money, so what you're saying now is because you can make $1 million naira, so those who cannot come out with $1 million naira are now total failure. Those women who are home taking care of kids, you know, teaching them morals, you know, and other stuff, so they are now failure. I mean, that's okay. Where is Christ in this?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be preaching the word of God, not being. I mean, I have problem with this motivational speakers. If you're in the church, you should teach the word of God.
Yes.
Not come in and be telling us some kind of stuff that is not in line.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Solomon. I think, hello, Solomon? Yeah, the line is a bit, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I just want to say.
Thank you. Thanks for the contribution. Sorry, guys, that the line is really low. I don't have the speaker with me. I'm reading here what some Johnson Oloko is saying. He says, please don't quote her out of context. I didn't quote her, okay? I played a video. It wasn't a quote. Her statement has been a blessing to so many generations, as the statement has pushed some women out of comfort zone and has made them better, okay? You don't just pick a fragment and hold on to it. She's a blessing, and so on and so forth. Solomon is saying, if I can read the whole thing, I would like to. Let me see if I can find Solomon's, no, sorry, not Solomon, excuse me, Johnson's comment. So Johnson, I would like to read that comment in its entirety. So I'm looking for it now, and then I will respond to you on what you're saying. First of all, I am definitely not quoting her. Is what she said. I am just playing a video. So so Johnson went on saying that okay, I'll start again. Please don't quote her out of context. Her statement has been a blessing to so many generations that are so many generations, as that statement has pushed. You know, pushed is an operative word as well, and it's not definitely not positive. Okay, some women out of comfort zone and has made them better. You don't just pick a fragment and hold on to it. She's a blessing, and stop this rubbish. Okay, Johnson, you're probably one of those men as well that you're looking for your wife to help you with 1 million. Okay, you heard another man there that is saying that if he should be honest, he wouldn't like his own wife to work. He would like to work because a wife does a lot of things anyway. And what is a comfort zone for women? You know, people like you are demeaning women and saying that they're in comfort zone. Yes, we all need to work hard, but let me tell you, if you're not in your purpose, you're not in a comfort zone. Even if that woman is not doing anything, it's because there's no inspiration. That's why she's not doing that. She's going through some sort of depression if she's not doing what she's supposed to do. She said in another teaching of hers that women are multipliers. Women are multipliers. If any woman is sitting at home and doing nothing, that woman is not right. There's something wrong with her. Even if she wants to write, teach the children, that is something. You know, cook for you, that is something. What is comfort zone? What are you terming as comfort zone? You know, even cleaning their house alone is not comfort zone. What does comfort zone mean? It is equally men and women that go through challenges. There are men also that they are not doing certain things because they're going through challenges. They're depressed. They don't have understanding. They don't know what to do. They're too bogged down with all your churches saying they curses. They have generation problem. There are so many things that is affecting human being, let alone a woman that has all sort of emotional sort of challenges. And you can stand there and say that it's pushed a lot of women. Who needs to be pushed? Do you need to be pushed? We don't need to be pushed. So you saying that, I think that you shouldn't be talking at all to be saying that somebody has pushed somebody. Did somebody push her out of her comfort zone? You know? So is that what she's saying? She can, and if she wants to say that, she can say it in another way, not say that they're failures. How dare she would say somebody is a failure? Who determines that somebody is a failure? Is it her definition of failure that makes a person a failure? It's too strong of a word. And don't hide under the umbrella that she's pushed many people. I'm sorry, it's unacceptable. So we have another caller. Hi, caller.
Hi, Mayowa.
Hello. I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, I love this topic. I love that we're able to talk about this today.
Thank you.
My name is Bemi.
Hello.
I'm from Canada.
Okay.
And I read some of the comments here, and I think what's going on is that people are not, thinking about what she was talking about. So the issue is, one, looking at a woman that decides to stay at home. And that's what we call a stay-at-home mom. Like that's a decision between a husband and a wife. People's situation are so different. Okay, and this is a woman that cannot give or loan $1 million to the husband. So this woman may be working. Maybe she's a teacher like Funke a few years ago that was in less than 10,000 naira that could not even feed a family for the whole month, talk less of giving that money to the husband.
You could talk less of saving.